Welcome to Storybook's Synopsis of Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. In an age long past, a shadow rose in the east. Galadriel, the ethereal Lady of Light and co-ruler of Lothlorien, recounts the forging of a weapon of unspeakable power. In the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron, a being of malice and deceit, forges the One Ring, a master ring to control all others. Deceptively, he distributes rings of power to the leaders of the elves, dwarves, and men, each crafted to strengthen and seduce. But they were all of them deceived, for beneath his dark will, the One Ring was designed to enslave their minds and bind their wills to his own. To resist the coming darkness, the free peoples of Middle-earth rally. A last alliance of elves and men marches to the slopes of Mount Doom to face the armies of Mordor in a desperate bid to crush evil at its source. In the final battle, High King Gil-galad of the Elves and Elendil, High King of Men, fall in valiant combat against the towering figure of Sauron himself. But as hope wanes, Elendil's son Isildur seizes his father's shattered blade, Narsil, and with a final act of courage, he strikes, severing the ring from Sauron's hand. The Dark Lord's body is cast down and his armies crumble, but his spirit lingers, bound to the ring that yet endures. Though the chance to destroy the ring and end Sauron's evil forever lies within his grasp, Isildur succumbs to its seductive power. He claims it as his own, only to fall to an ambush of orcs beside the river Anduin. The ring slips from his grasp and vanishes into the depths, lost to legend for 2.5 millennia. But evil does not sleep. The ring is found by a twisted creature, Gollum, once a hobbit-like being, now corrupted by centuries under the ring's influence. Hidden in the dark beneath the misty mountains, Gollum clings to his precious, withering into shadow, extended by the ring's unnatural longevity. But even the ring tires of its keeper. It abandons Gollum and is found once more, this time by a kindly hobbit of the Shire named Bilbo Baggins, who unwittingly brings the instrument of Sauron's return back into the light of the world. 60 years pass. Bilbo celebrates his 111st birthday with flair, but bears the burden of the ring's invisible weight. Sensing the danger growing in Middle-earth, the wizard Gandalf the Grey investigates and uncovers a chilling truth. The ring in Bilbo's possession is none other than the One Ring of Sauron. Worse still, the enemy has returned to his fortress in Mordor, and through torture and terror, his servants have learned of the ring's bearer, and of the name Baggins, in a place called the Shire. Realizing the dire threat, Gandalf urges Frodo, Bilbo's adopted heir, to flee. And trusting him with the ring, Frodo sets out with his loyal companion Samwise Gamgee. They are soon joined by their fellow hobbits, Merry and Pippin, as they venture beyond the Shire's borders into a world beset by fear and darkness. Pursued by the Nazgul, the Ringwraiths, once kings of men now enslaved to Sauron's will, the hobbits narrowly escape to the village of Bree, where they meet a mysterious ranger named Strider. Secretive yet noble, Strider guides them through perilous wilderness, revealing himself to be Aragorn, the heir to the throne of Gondor. On the ancient hill of Weathertop, the Fellowship is attacked by the Nazgul. Frodo is grievously wounded by a Morgul blade, a wound that threatens his soul. Only the swift intervention of Arwen, an elven princess and Aragorn's beloved, saves him. Racing against death, she bears Frodo to Rivendell, where Elrond, her father and lord of the elves, heals him. In Rivendell, the fate of the ring and of all Middle-earth is debated. Elrond summons representatives of the free peoples to a council. Elves, dwarves, and men gather to decide the ring's fate. It is revealed that the ring can only be destroyed where it was forged, in the fires of Mount Doom. As tempers flare and alliances tremble, it is Frodo, small and humble, who steps forward and offers to carry the ring into Mordor. Moved by his courage, others volunteer to aid him. Thus, the Fellowship of the Ring is formed: Frodo, Sam, Merry, and Pippin, Gandalf the Grey, Aragorn, son of Arathorn, Legolos of the Woodland Realm, Gimli, son of Gloin, and Boromir, son of Denethor, steward of Gondor. Together, they set out upon the perilous path toward Mordor. Their journey is not without hardship. The Fellowship attempts to cross the cruel mountain pass of Caradhras, but dark magic, summoned by Saruman, once the head of Gandalf's order, now turned traitor, drives them back. With no choice, they enter the dark halls of Moria. There, They awaken ancient horrors, goblins, orcs, and the terrible Balrog, a demon of flame and shadow. In the depths of Khazad-dûm, Gandalf stands against the Balrog to protect his companions. "You shall not pass!" he cries, casting the creature into the abyss, but is himself pulled into the chasm in the process. Grieving and leaderless, the Fellowship escapes to Lothlorien, where they are received by Galadriel and Celeborn. In the Golden Woods, Galadriel tests each member's resolve and grants them gifts. To Frodo, she entrusts the light of Arendelle, a star-glass to guide him in dark places. But time is short, and evil stirs. Saruman breeds a monstrous army of Uruk-hai to hunt and kill the Fellowship. As they continue their journey down the river Anduin, tensions rise. Boromir, driven by desperation for his people, succumbs to the ring's allure and tries to take it from Frodo. Terrified, Frodo flees. Knowing that the ring must be carried by him alone, he resolves to continue his quest into Mordor. Yet he is not alone for long. Loyal Sam refuses to let him go without him, honoring his promise to protect Frodo no matter the cost. Back on the riverbank, the Fellowship is ambushed by Uruk-hai. Boromir, realizing his folly, fights valiantly to protect Merry and Pippin, but is slain by the orc leader Lurtz. Aragorn, Legolos, and Gimli arrive too late to save him, but honor his sacrifice and vow to rescue the captured hobbits. And so, the Fellowship is broken, scattered by treachery and war, but their mission endures. Frodo and Sam journey alone toward the Black Lands of Mordor, while Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli pursue the Uruk-hai across the wilds of Rohan. The road ahead is long and filled with danger, but the flame of hope remains unquenched. The fate of Middle-earth now rests in the hands of a few, brave hearts bound by friendship and purpose, and their defiance may yet hold back the coming darkness.
Thank you for watching Storybooks Movie Synopsis. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more movies.